Hey Cancers, what's up? It's your girl B Wade, and welcome back to my channel, Magnetic Healing Tarot. Today I have a soul diving reading for you guys. As you can see, it was actually requested by one of my Cancer friends, so I decided to do it coming up into the new year, so that way we can all delve a little deep into what our blockages are, so that way we can see what's kind of holding us back. I know that this isn't as fun as the love reading or the general messages, but it's the work that needs to be done. It's what's going to help us actually get the love that we want, and the career and finances that we want, and the life that we want, you know, by addressing our blockages and removing them. So Cancers, I'm gonna be straight up, I got a lot of messages from like pre-shuffle and just meditation and just other intuitive messages for you guys. So listen up. But first and foremost, I do offer $7 readings, and I do post every week on my Instagram. If that interests you, that's linked down below. All you have to do is click the description button and the links are there. All right. But let's get into these messages. So I was getting this message that you guys are really afraid of the unknown. All right. Don't take offense to that term, afraid. But if you guys can't see it, if you guys can't be in control of what the actual outcome is, I feel like you guys are kind of rejecting something then, because it's unknown to you. You don't know what's going to happen or what's going to be on the other end of it. So you would rather just not do it. You just rather not question it at all, or you just rather not find out. And I feel like that's really hurting you, Cancer. I was seeing that you guys are afraid of victory. Like, you're afraid of some victory here. And it's really crazy. It's like you're afraid to win. You're afraid to have something that you truly desired, because you don't know that for sure, for 100% fact, this is going to end the way that I want it to end, because you may be used to things not really going the way that you want it to go. You may be used to things not happening the way that you want it to happen. And so I'm starting to feel like some of you guys are really succumbing to this defeat mentality. You're succumbing to the things that have happened to you in the past, and you're allowing it to dictate how you move forward. I feel like a lot of you guys have been kind of maybe spending more time to yourself lately. And you're definitely been spending a lot of time in your head, maybe trying to rest, trying to think, get some alone time. And some of you guys can just outwardly be showing the world that you're like feeling away. I do feel like some of you guys are kind of depressed. I don't feel like it's like super depressed, but I feel like some dense emotions coming from Cancers right now. I was also seeing in pre-shuffle some cards that actually fell out to the side over here. You guys keep reconciling with something or someone, even though you already know that it's not going to make you fully happy, even though that you know it's going to drain your emotions. And it's like you're putting to the side what it is that you really want for yourself for someone else. Like, whatever you may want something completely different from this person, but for the sake of making them happy, you keep pushing away your own happiness. I do see that there's like this big grand opportunity coming up for you guys. It could be finances. It could be just something to help stabilize your life altogether. But it's kind of on back order right now is what I'm getting. It's kind of a little delay. It's like right there in your grasp though. I just feel like it's on you to unlock it. Okay. And the last message I have is, I'm just getting some sort of sexual energy from you guys. It's kind of slight. It's not like overpowering. And so I'm not sure if some of you guys are just feeling sexually frustrated, or something in regards to your sex or reproductive system, or something is changing or something. I don't know. It's just some sort of emphasis on that. And also the skill versus will. I was hearing that. Like, you have the skill to do something, but does that mean you have the will to do it? Do you really want to do it? I was getting that message for you guys as well. So it's something for you to think about in regards to pretty much everything. Now, after we're done with all of those messages, we're going to get into the actual reading. We're going to do a 5-card spread. We're going to do a 5-card spread for Cancers, God, Spirit, Universe, Angels, and Ancestor Guides. Give me, okay, here we go. Ooh, this is, ooh, Cancers, what's going on? Ooh, yep, Eternal Gatekeeper. Whew. Okay, Cancers. This is deep. It's deep. There's a lot of dark cards on the table. This is really signifying that your energy is really down and dark and deep. Some of you guys could be laying in bed like this, like how this. Let me focus it again. How this girl is. We have emptied here. You're running away from a lot of stuff, Cancer. It's like feeling way more comfortable to just run away from things. And at the top of it all, the top card, the first card of the spread, asks, why is this issue difficult for me? Because you need to take accountability. You're not taking accountability here. All right. You're trying to run away from things instead of fixing it. You're trying to run away from things instead of facing them head on, Cancer. Woo. Now, like I said, these messages are going to get deep. Just rock with me, y'all. Just let's go through it together because it's what's going to really help us in the long run. We swear that we want these big, grand things for our lives, but we don't take the grand steps it takes to get them. And we forget those grand steps include healing ourselves and working through our mess and dealing with it. The pain, the hurt, the everything. It's nasty. It doesn't feel good at times. I get it. But, you know, how are you going to say that you've really conquered everything and that you've earned everything that you have if you haven't actually conquered everything? And this is a very similar message that a lot of people are getting. I'm saying this to everybody almost, because this whole reading is about healing and it's addressing it and not running from it. You guys do need to learn how to set up some boundaries for yourself. I'm definitely feeling like you guys need to learn how to set emotional boundaries, and that means knowing when you have to disconnect from a certain person or from certain people, even if it's your family, your mom, your siblings, whoever, your loved ones. Knowing when you need to take a break, knowing when they're draining you emotionally, knowing when you need to flesh out your own emotions and deal with your own mess. You feel me? Because some of you guys could be, some of you guys could be really taking on the like burdens of other people and taking on the stress and the emotions of someone else. Somebody else's energy can be draining you at this time. So it's going to be on you to unlatch from that. All right. So back to the top. Card number 1 is card number 19. Accountability. You see, she has all these different directions she can go in, but which one is the right one? You know, you have to take accountability for your own actions. And this is what I was saying to another air sign. I don't remember, but I said it to a couple signs, and that's every step you take, every action you make, every reaction you make, every response to something you make, you're paving your path forward. But in which direction, you know? So how you respond to a situation today can determine whether you end up in jail or if you end up back home with your family that night. You know, a lot of things pave our paths forward, and every single moment we're making the decision to do or not do something. And so now it's time for you guys to take that accountability for your actions, what you do and what you don't do. All right. So if you know you haven't been doing something that you should be doing, take that accountability. If you know that you're wrong for something, take that accountability. You know, if you know that something was your fault or your mistake, own up to it. You know, is that's a part of growing up. It's a part of your ascension. It's a part of your healing process. Once you get used to doing it now, it's going to be very uncomfortable. And I've been saying that to everybody. It's very uncomfortable to do something that's new and that's for your growth and your healing. But that's where the growth and the healing is. It's in the discomfort. And the more you take that discomfortable step, the more you do that discomfortable action, the more you're going to get used to doing it. And it's going to become more second nature. But it's also you breaking a habit and breaking chains and breaking cycles. Like you breaking chains and cycles, it's in that discomfort. So like I said, also with the skill versus will, you could really not want to do something. You can really say, I will feel so much more comfortable sitting on this couch and finishing off this last episode and this bag of chips, as opposed to getting up and going to work out or getting up and working on a business plan that I told myself I would get done today. And now it's Friday and look, I still haven't done it. It's going to be uncomfortable to get up off your comfy couch or your comfy bed or comfy chair or whatever it is for you and go and do something that may require you to go to the library on a Friday, you know? And now you're like, I don't want to be at the library on a Friday. But that's where the growth is. But after you leave the library, you're going to feel productive and accomplished. Like, damn, you know what? I feel like I actually did, you know, move my chess piece forward just a little bit further today. And now I can feel more comfortable about hanging out with my friends tonight. Or, you know, COVID, having a little pandemic virtual party, whatever you're doing. You know, but take accountability for your actions is what I'm getting here. It says responsibility is a gift to love yourself and others. Wow. Responsibility is a gift. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So if you really love somebody, be accountable for your actions. Own up to it. Don't let somebody walk around thinking that it's them, thinking that they're tripping, when it might really be you. That's for somebody here. Like, be real, speak up on your actions. But I'm getting that some of you guys may also not be super aware of your actions or be super aware on what you need to take accountability for, because in this space right here, card number 2, it asks, what important aspect of the issue am I not seeing? And we have the distorted desire card, okay? And this card says, conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. I'm going to say it one more time. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So that's saying the things that you want consciously, the things that you know that you want here and now in this moment, the things that you are actively going toward and going after, why are you really going after it? You know, is it really, it's not really satisfying that deep inner well that's within you. It's not really satisfying you at your core. But on the surface, you're chasing something and you're telling yourself that this is what you want, but your desires are distorted. You know, I think I just said this to either Pisces or Scorpio, but I said something along the lines of, you want something and it's like you have these rose-colored glasses on, and you're telling yourself this is really what you want. Think about all the times you've been head over heels for a person, right? And once you snapped out of that realm of, you know, being all up in that person's behind, you started to see what you didn't see before because you were wearing rose-colored glasses. And it's not that stuff just popped up. It's not that it just now this person just started acting this way. It's not just now this person started smelling funny. It's not just now this person's, you know, face is now looking a little crooked to you. It's been that way, you know, but you were wearing rose-colored glasses that made everything look better. And once you snap out of that, like I said, out of that realm of being infatuated with that person, you start to see the things you didn't see before. You start to see the truth. You start to see that, that really actually wasn't something that I think I wanted. You know, we tell ourselves that we want something. I think I was saying this to Scorpio, actually. Like, relationships, like, the first 3 months was great. So you convince yourself for a whole 2 years that you need this person, because in that honeymoon phase, you decided to commit to a person that you only knew for 3 months. So you really didn't know yet because of those initial feelings. But we forget that feelings are fleeting, and that when you meet people initially, you're still not seeing all of them just yet. And so we oftentimes commit ourselves to people that we don't even know yet, you know? And we vow that, yeah, we're going to commit to this for the sake of loyalty, or for the sake of just saying we have something to hold on to, or for the sake of saying that this is a soulmate. Okay, but you have a bunch of other soulmates. And so look at when something is hindering you and hurting you, and really ask yourself, is this really what I want? If this continues down this path for the next 3 years, would I be happy with this, you know? I'm going to read Distorted Desire real quick. See what my notes say. Yeah, it says you want something you don't need, and you're having a hard time pulling away from it, and it may be ruining you. You're being stagnated. Like I said, like you're running away from needing to own up to something and needing to admit to something. You're running away from it. All right, you're like trying to run towards something that you want. And it's like you're not really getting there. I told Aquarius and Scorpio that it's like they're running on a treadmill and their goal is right in front of their face. And like they just like, why can't I get closer to it? And you guys may feel, I feel like it's just a little bit different for you guys. I don't really feel like you guys are on a treadmill, but you guys are being stagnated. And you're running towards something that you are convincing yourself that you want or that you need. But the belief is not fully there. It's a little distorted. It says, okay, so it says knowing the difference between needs and wants is key to navigating what is at the roots of a desire. It helps us to distinguish what is a self-sabotaging compulsion or mirage from what is a genuinely life-enhancing aspiration to be realistically pursued. When what we think we want is not what we need or long for at a core level, the realization of such desires potentially results in something nightmarish rather than dream fulfillment. In worst case scenarios, this can have us running for our lives, like the featured mother. See, now she's trying to run. She's running from what she thought she wanted. She's now leaving behind all of that darkness. Like, this is one of the lighter cards on the table, and still behind her, there's still so much darkness because she swore she wanted this lifestyle. And now she's leaving behind everything because once she settled down into the situation, she realized, holy sugar honey iced tea. Like, wow, I've never seen this in this card before. Wow, way back here is a castle. Oh, wow. Oh, you can't even see it. Way back here is a castle. That's nuts. So she's running from what looks like to be a huge mansion, a huge castle. You can imagine that there's servants in there. Her dress is clean, it's nice, it's long. Her hair looks pretty decent. Her skin looks good. So she's well taken care of. But yes, she's running from something there. It's not what she thought it was. You're being asked to open your eyes and stop being afraid of the unknown. Take accountability for what you know is wrong and what you know is right in your life. All right? This third card, this third position asks, on what do I need to focus my attention? Assistance with access. Okay? This card, number 10, says, it is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. You guys need to finally start to take this step. And my fan just came on again. Like, that's driving me nuts. So this is somebody's message. I think this is for everybody. You guys need to learn how to ask for help. I feel like you guys know the right people to go to. You know who to ask. I'm hearing that it's your pride that keeps you from asking or going to these people or talking to them. But you can't get the help you need. You can't hear the words that you need to hear if you're too afraid to ask who you know can help you. All right? If you know that there's somebody who can give you a really good pep talk, but maybe you're afraid of them knowing your business, or you're afraid of being vulnerable, or you think that they're judging you, or you're afraid of hearing "I told you so," you're only hindering yourself from actually having a person that you know can help you. Instead, you're trying to hold on to all of this yourself. You're trying to deal with it on your own. And healing isn't just a self journey all the time. It is a self journey because this is for you. This is something that you have to do mostly by yourself. But God and the universe always provides helpful people along the way. And they're there for a reason. They're there for a reason, you know? You feel me, Cancer? So open your eyes and reach out to people who you know you can reach out to when you need to. That's what this is saying. That's the key to your success here, is knowing when to open your mouth and to say, hey, I need help. Even if that's just talking to God or your spirit guides or your spirit team or whoever you believe in. Even if that's just saying, hey, yo, listen up, I need to talk to you. I need help. I need guidance. Even if it's just asking your spirit team and your angels to intervene on your behalf and to interfere and make things happen for you, because we have free will, so they really technically can't intervene unless something is really about to take you off your course that's unjust. You feel me? So get comfortable with talking to your spirit team and your spirit guides, and get comfortable talking to your ancestors as well, is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys have really powerful ancestors who have left this earth before you, but they're still all around you, and they're there in a really powerful way to help lead and guide you and to help you along this journey. They didn't leave you permanently, yo. When people leave us in the physical realm, it's so that they can, it's because number one, they did their job. They fulfilled their duty to us here on this earth. They did what they were supposed to do. And now they're on the other side, and they can help you in ways that they couldn't help you while they were here physically. They can help you in ways that are so much greater and so much grander than they could have ever helped you physically on this plane. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but your spirit team is strong. Ask them for help. Ask for help here. For somebody here, you may need to ask your church for help, as somebody, a guidance counselor, somebody like that. But you know who to ask for help. So I'm not going to even trip or keep stressing that. Open your mouth and do it, because you're hurting yourself by not doing it. And I have to also say that you're probably going to hear things that you don't want to hear. Oftentimes you will ask somebody for their honest advice, and you may not like what they're saying to you. And that's usually when it's really good advice. When it's like, I didn't want to hear this. Because somebody's telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So what's going to actually help you move forward, you know? So be open to all of that, Cancer. You see that key in her hand? It's illuminating all of this light. Somebody has the key to helping you. Unlock the door. Unlock the floodgates. Okay? And then this position, card number 4, the emptied card. This position asks, what are my resources? You could feel like you're so low and you're all out of resources. You can feel like you are just like running on an empty tank when it comes down to people to call or ask for help. And that's really not even the case, okay? But most importantly, at this time, you're supposed to be learning how to help yourself, Cancer. That's what I'm getting. You're supposed to be learning how to take accountability for what's happening in your life, what you're doing and what you're not doing. And you're supposed to be learning how to pick yourself up out of this mess, all right? You have all the tools you need to accomplish whatever dream or goals or desires you have. But you have to stop throwing yourself a pity party. And if you're not throwing yourself a pity party, then this is not for you. But I'm about to just give y'all straight up intuitive messages, because I feel like I don't always give the messages exactly how I feel them because I don't be wanting to always deal with the backlash. But listen, like I told somebody else, hit dogs holler. So if you start getting in my comments acting all crazy, it's because this is triggering you and it resonates, all right? So remember that before you comment saying, oh no, this isn't me, this isn't you. Let it fly. Let it fly and let the message be for the person who it's for them, all right? But Cancer, some of you guys enjoy throwing yourself a pity party when things don't go your way, when things go bad, when things go wrong. Things go wrong for all of us all the time. Things aren't always how they seem or what they appear to be on the surface. Like, don't compare yourself to someone else's highlight reel on social media. Like, when you get to really know people, you'll see that the way that they portray themselves publicly, like, you will be amazed. Some people should like really get paid to do that for other people because they make themselves look so great, and then behind the scenes they're like nothing like it. Some of you guys really need to. What is this burning light inside of her? It's like this. Why am I like never really paid attention to this? And what the fuck? What is this? Like I said, I was seeing sacral chakra for you guys earlier. That's why I mentioned the whole sex thing. For some of you guys, there is something going on with your reproductive system. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I don't know if you guys are just really horny or something. You have this burning desire for somebody. But I made these like health cards a little while back. And I want to see if something comes out in regards to this. But I'm also getting that you guys have this skill, but you need to really put it to the test. Yeah, your chakra could be a little bit out of whack, like your vibration. Some of you guys may be overworking yourself, and it could be you could be like putting a lot of tension on your groin area. Something about antibiotics will help with something. Somebody here may need an antibiotic, which means you may have some sort of infection. And for somebody here, your diet is affecting what you're feeling in that area of your body, your reproductive system. So if you're a female or you get a period, I'm sorry guys for this part. What you're eating could be making it worse. If you're eating a lot of red meats or something, you may be experiencing a really heavy, painful period and maybe filled with a lot of cramps. Change your diet. Yeah, this is your garden. It's your garden. Treat it like a garden. Water it. Treat your reproductive system the way you would treat a plant. Yeah, and then low. Some of you guys just aren't getting that much sex. Okay? And some of you guys may have a burning desire for a person, but you need to slow down. Yep. Somebody here has an insidious sexual something infection here, and it's saying to slow down on something or go get that checked out. If you haven't, that's for like maybe 1 or 2 people, but that's if you feel like you need to get that checked out, please do that. Something about that system you need to like pay some attention to. I know this is for more than one person, y'all. I can feel it. So just take heed to that. If you have had a little bit of an inkling about it, or if it has come across your mind in any way, shape, or form recently, just this is your message then. All right. But if it hasn't crossed your mind at all, then it's probably not your message. So yeah, this card emptied 24. You guys are going through a lot of cycles right now. Things are ending and beginning for you guys, but at your own will. You're in control of this. All right, you're in control of these steps that you're taking right now. And this card emptied says, the ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. So you have to understand that you can do what you want. You choose which direction you go in. If you want to stay on the messy side, you can stay on the messy side. If you want to walk through a new door and go get some fresh air, you can do that. All right? the ending and the beginning lie at either side of the door. So she can stay laying here, or she can get up and go get herself some freaking help. She can go ask somebody for some advice. She could take the steps needed to get the guidance she needs and get the help she needs, right? She can do all of that. Or she can keep throwing herself a pity party and laying out in the woods where nobody can find her. Because, oh my God, life is so bad and it's just me. No, it's all of us. Yo, I could write a book on terrible things that happened to me just in the past, like, week. You know? But what does that do other than promote a pity party? My mom used to always tell me growing up, and I used to think it was such a harsh thing, and I probably have said this in a reading to you guys or in person, but she used to always say, you're not the first person this has happened to, and you won't be the last. And I thought it was such a harsh thing, especially growing up in regards to certain situations. But that's some real ass advice. For real. You're not the only person hurting. You're not the only person going through a breakup. You're not the only person struggling to make a coin. You're not the only person who has to heal from some deep childhood trauma. And that does not diminish what you have had to go through. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not diminishing what you've had to go through by saying that other people have done this. But what the point of that is that it's not going to just keep happening to you. It's a part of life, and it's going to be happening to a bunch of people. And the thing is that there has been millions of people who were put in your situation, and they were given your exact situation, and they won with it. They won with your situation. That's the point of that. Yeah, you going through this. So did 1,000 other people. And guess what? They came out on top and made $1 million and got the family they wanted and grabbed all their goals and their dreams and their desires. Don't throw yourself a pity party for too long, Cancer. Do not. That is like my biggest advice to anybody. Shit happens. Things go left. It does. That is a part of life. You got to learn to roll with the punches. And because once you understand that things happen for a reason, you'll get better at rolling with life's punches. If I really felt like telling you guys personal information, I would. But like literally, I'm realizing that anytime something goes, or what I perceive to go wrong, what I think went wrong, anytime I think that about something in my life, I'm always proven that something better in its place has happened. It always happens. Something better in its place shows up or happens for me every time. So I stop questioning the God that I serve. I stop questioning the universe that's on my side. You feel me? Because I know they're going to always have me. And like when you just let go of the control of not knowing what's coming to you or what's going to happen, you're going to allow the floodgates of blessings to come in. Because you can't say that you're giving it to God. You can't say that you're giving it to the universe and you're not going to stress over it and then continue to stress and throw yourself a pity party, Cancer. That defeats the purpose. You're still trying to hold on to control. And since you didn't let go of control, God and the universe can't take over control now. Because you still holding on. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go and just roll with the punches. All right? Life is not all bad. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, and then I'm about to clarify, and I didn't even get to this card. What you need to do differently, this is position number 5. This card asks, what do I need to do differently? Radical honesty. Stop playing with me. Y'all are almost there at accepting some sort of truth, at accepting some sort of reality that you're trying to run from. You're almost there, all right? This card, number 18, it says, to believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. Whoa, okay. Whew. Let me read that one more time. Radical honesty, card number 18. It says, to believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. Like I said, some of y'all been throwing yourselves a pity party. You've been isolating yourself from others. You've been spending time alone. You've been in this defeated energy. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, your energy is feeling dense. Like you're succumbing to the belief of defeat. You feel me? We don't do that over here, Cancer. You know, I don't support that, and we're not rocking with that. All right? You are the biggest supporter of your own denial. All right? You see something for what it is. Your intuition is on point, or at least you're trying to not see something for what it is. All right? Yeah, you're trying to not see something for what it is. A facade is a mask. I feel like I needed to clarify that for somebody. So to believe in this mask is to completely kill off the truth, because you're going with the idea that this mask that you're believing in is the truth. But you know now that you're looking dead at a mask. You're looking at something that ain't the truth. You know something ain't it. Something ain't it, Cancer, and you know it. So when do you accept the truth? That's what you need to start doing moving forward. Accept the truth of situations. What is and what isn't. What are your feelings and what aren't your feelings? You know, just because you feel sad doesn't mean you need to stay in that sad state. One thing one of my ministers always used to say is suffering. Okay, no. Let me say it properly. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Don't suffer, Cancer. You don't need to suffer. Accept the things for what they are. What is the truth of the situation? You can release those shackles once you just accept the truth. Whether it's a good truth, whether it's a bad truth, whether that's I'm not in love with you anymore, whether that's I hate it here, whether that's I love it here, whether that's I want to pursue this career, whether that's I want to pursue this person, whether that's I want to leave this person, I want to leave this place. Be honest with yourself. It's the first step, baby boo. It's the first step. Honesty is the best policy. And once you guys do that, yeah, you guys don't want to face the truth at all. It's going to take some of y'all a long time to actually face the truth. It is. It's going to take some of y'all a while. How long it takes is up to you. But it's hindering you. You taking so long to want to face the truth is slowing you down. It is slowing you down. Big time. Like I said, this is opportunity that's around you. It's literally like right in front of you. But it's being delayed, and it's to your doing. I don't know what you not accepting a truth of a certain situation is denying you access to this great fortune that's right in front of you. I can kid you not. It's exactly how I'm seeing it. You not accepting the truth of a certain situation is denying. It's not even denying. I'm sorry, wrong word. It's delaying. It's delaying your access to this great fortune in front of you. I don't want to say the word deny, because what's yours is yours. But once you are honest with yourself, all right? Yeah, you have to take action on taking accountability. I don't want to do that either. I'm looking dead at it. Like I said, it's the will to want to do it. You have to want to come up out of this space, all right? I feel like you're going to start to be clear and start to be more, you know, asking yourself questions about the things that you're chasing, and asking yourself if it's suitable, if it's even logical. You're going to start to look at the dreams that you have in a more logical manner now. So that's what you need to do. The desires that you want, is it just a desire of the flesh? Is it a desire that you have to have it with this one person? You have to have it this one way. You have to have it in this one place. Or can you relocate? Can you relocate to an equally as a beautiful place that brings you in more money? Can you build this future with an equally and more beautiful person or more successful person? Or does it have to be this person? You feel me? Start to let go of these desires and telling yourself that this is exactly what you want. Is it exactly what you want? Or is it the feeling that you want? That initial feeling you had when you met this person. That initial feeling you had when you first moved to this place. That initial feeling you had when you first got this job. You feel me? If it's not there anymore, you've been trying to get it back. That's probably not because it was supposed to be there forever. It was probably supposed to teach you something along your journey. And now you're just denying yourself and delaying your own happiness because you are having a hard time accepting your desires and your needs from your wants. And you need to ask for help. Some of you guys feel like, some of you guys are in this space of, I'm sorry, Cancers, but you're really kind of painting these narratives in your head that are not true. And like you're believing that there's so many people against you. Like you need to drop your guards and know who you can trust, because you know that there's somebody you can trust, but you're trying to paint this picture that you can't. You just have to get vulnerable with the idea of asking somebody for help and going to another person and not always being that person that everybody else needs for help. All right, you need to come out of solitude, come out of isolation. You've been spending enough time alone. All right, enough time alone. It's time to move forward. You've done more than enough thinking. You've been hurt enough. You've thrown yourself enough of a pity party. It's time to get out and have a real party. It's time to get out and talk to folks. All right, and it's time to be honest with yourself, like I said. All right, the longer you take to be honest with yourself, the longer you're delaying your great fortune. Okay, some of you guys need to definitely set boundaries in 2022, so remember that. All right, God, Spirit, Universe, Angels, and Ancestor Guides of our highest good, please give me some clear and concise advice for my, I almost called you Aries, I almost called you Scorpio, for my Cancers. Definitely speak up. Look forward. Raise your vibration, right? Some of you guys want to attract things, but you're in a lower frequency and you're vibrating at a lower frequency. Exercise more, meditate more, clear your mind more, do something different in your everyday workout regimen or routine, or if you haven't really been working out as much lately, do that. And what do we have here? Admit your vulnerabilities. Really? Let go and enjoy. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Let God and the universe handle everything else. All right? Stop stressing yourself out. Let go of the need to be in control over every single thing. All right? Because you're making yourself unhappy. You're really doing it. No one else is, Cancer. I hope this was really helpful. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said at the beginning, I offer $7 readings, and I do post more frequently on my Instagram. If that interests you, just click on those links in the description box. All right? Share my page with your friends. Give them a good message. I love you all.